Hey everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So, before we get this video started, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. Let's get this thing going. So, I decided to do story time this week, and this week's story is going to be about when I got my first piercing. So, I got my first piercing when I was 12, and it was my tongue. This one right here. And my god sister took me. It was, I believe, like June or July, and I don't know, it was random. We were hanging out, and I was just like, we were leaving to Florida the next day, and I was just like, I want to get a piercing, you know. And I decided to get my mouth because, you know, I could possibly hide it. And so fuck it, he was like, all right, tomorrow we're gonna wake up early and we're gonna go to the village, which is in the city. And so we went, and when I got there, you know, I was a little nervous, but so I'm sitting on the chair. The guy goes to pierce my tongue, and he does it, and it was really quickly, really fast, and I didn't feel nothing. It didn't hurt. Whatever. I was like, all right, that's it, we're all done. He was like, yeah. So I got up, and we still stood in like the shop. So me and my god sister was just looking around, looking at all the body jewelry that they had, and out of nowhere I started feeling funny, and I look at her and I'm like, oh, I'm really not feeling good. Like, I think I'm gonna pass out. And I started leaning my head like on her shoulder, I believe, and like she kept trying to talk to me, you know, just to keep me, you know, like how do you say that? Oh, I'm like she just to, like, you know, distract me from the way I'm feeling. And so, you know, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna pass out, because I have passed out before due to other reasons, which I could probably leave for another story time for when the first time I passed out. But yeah, and then I don't know, I really don't know what happened like after that. Like, I blacked out, and all I remember is like I opened my eyes because like my vision just got all distorted, and it looked like a television screen, like when it gets messed up and all, you know. And I remember opening my eyes and my legs and my arms, like someone picking me up. The guy that just pierced my tongue and my god sister brought me back inside to where he pierced me. And I was just like, what the fuck? Like, everybody's seen this. And so I'm just there sitting down, and the guy, I remember, he was telling me to put my hands up and like put my head down, and I thought it was so weird because he was standing right in front of me. So like I'm putting, like, he's trying to make me put my head down, and like his private part is right there. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, no, I don't want to put it out my head. Like, it felt mad weird. And then like he gave me alcohol to start sniffing it and stuff, and it was just like so embarrassing. That was pretty much it. After that, I just got up and we were walking home, and there was a McDonald's right across the street. So like I just got my tongue pierced, so I really can't eat anything. And so my god sister, she just ran across the street and got me some french fries just to, like, you know, munch on. And that was something. That was something. And then on top of that, that was the same day we were leaving to Florida. So we go back home, and, you know, we're on the block, and she goes home, and I'm like, all right, you know, I'm just gonna go home, because my mom was outside hanging out, because it's summer, you know, everybody is hanging out outside. And so I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna just try to stay home and try to avoid my mom, so I don't really have to speak to her until it's time to go, because like within like the hour or two we were about to head to the airport. And so that happens, and then come to find out, my mom decides to come along with us and drive us, not her, but her man at the time, to drive us to the airport. And I'm like, oh god, really? Like, you want me to get caught? And I'm like, shit, bro. So long story short, she didn't find out. We were in the car and said my goodbyes and left to Florida. And I decided to get it that day because I was leaving to Florida for about like 2 weeks or so. So I would have some time for the piercing to heal. So if anything, like if I had to take it off for some apparent reason, and it'll be better for me to hide the piercing. So it's just like, oh, I'm going away for 2 weeks. It should, heal up a bit, and I could be able to take it out and put it back in and out like whenever I needed to. But that was pretty much it. That. I passed out for my first piercing when I was 12. Like, what? I could just imagine what you guys are thinking. Like, what 12-year-old goes to get her tongue pierced? Like, what? That was me. Well, I hope you enjoyed story time with me. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next week.